Am I the a-hole for putting a stop to my 12-year-old daughter's period party? Let me set the stage. My wife and I, 43 male, 42 female, have 2 daughters, 7 years apart. 19-year-old was in college at a different state when this happened. Girls are very different. 19-year-old is outgoing, even extroverted, loves meeting new people, trying new things, etc. 12-year-old is shy, a homebody, finds things she's comfortable with, and sticks with them. In fairness, the 19-year-old was kind of like this until she was 16 or so. Maybe it's genetic. A couple months ago, 12-year-old comes to me in my office home, obviously upset, stammers a bit, and then manages to tell me that she just got her first period. I play the supportive dad, comfort her, and get her a box of sanitary pads my wife had bought earlier in the year, guessing this was going to happen sooner or later, and go over the instructions with her. She goes into her bathroom, does what she has to do, thanks me for my help. I got her some ice cream and Midol, told her there was nothing to be embarrassed about, and she could always come to me for anything. Okay, I mean, so far, dad, that's how you handle that situation. We've definitely had dads who don't handle that situation very well. Wife gets home later that day. 12-year-old tells her what happened. Wife starts crying. My little girl is growing up, etc. Then asks who should be invited to the period party, which I only knew of from listening to Bert Kreischer. If they were a thing when our 19-year-old started, she never asked for one. 12-year-old immediately closes off. She says she doesn't want a period party and she doesn't want anyone to know. Wife tries to talk to her some more, but 12-year-old ignores her and goes to her room. Wife tries to enlist my aid in changing her mind, but I tell her she said she didn't want one. Don't worry about it. Okay, so am I going to have to Google what a period party is, chat? I genuinely don't know what it is. Is it literally what it sounds like? Like, my daughter had a period. Let's go celebrate it and tell everybody about my child bleeding from her. Is that literally what it's gonna be? It's just a celebration for getting your period? That's crazy. I don't know, y'all. I've never had a period, but it doesn't really sound like much to celebrate. Unless you were worried that you were pregnant. That's the only time it's worth celebrating a period, chat. Congrats, you're gonna feel immense pain in your uterus at least once a month until you go through menopause at like 50 or 60. That doesn't sound like anything to celebrate. That sounds awful. It's more of a celebration of growing up. I mean, that sucks too. Growing up blows, chat. And these period parties are like a normal thing. Like, I've never heard of this. Honestly, y'all, it sounds like some dumb white person. Only white people would be like, you know what we're gonna celebrate? Periods. Is there a guy version where we're like, Dad, I got my first beer. Hey, yo, guys, come on over for my son's party. We're celebrating him getting bricked up at the age of 11. Like, what? No way. I know the period aren't the same thing, chat, but it's the only thing I can think of. 2 days later, I get home from running errands, and before I can even make it to the stairs, 12-year-old runs up to me and asks if she can do her homework in my office. I'm confused, but say sure, and she bolts upstairs. At this point, I started to suspect what was going on and walked into the living room to find that my wife had not only decorated the living room like something which wouldn't have looked out of place on my super sweet 16, but there were several family friends, all women, and a few I recognize as neighborhood moms.